I'm wearing eyeshadow, look it's eyeshadow. I turn my head so you can see it. Turn it again, look at the camera, eyeshadow, yeah.
Hey guys, Asia White here. If this is your first time here, thank you for coming. If you're returning, hey guys, it's nice to see you guys again. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to get this coppery-ish look right here. I hope you guys enjoy it. I do enjoy doing straightforward eyeshadow tutorials, so if you like straightforward eyeshadow tutorials, make sure you click on that like button and hit the subscribe button so that you can see more videos. All right, let's hop into it.
Okay, so those of you who have watched my recent eyeshadow tutorial videos know that I do not like to speed through parts of the video. I also don't like to cut the video too much. If I cut something, it's because I'm like talking to my kids or, you know, I'm picking up a brush, but usually what you see here is exactly how long it takes for me to do a look. So, yeah, I started off this time not doing what I usually do, but I started off with the highlighter on the brow bone. I didn't want to add too much, but I did want it to give it this blended look, so I used a smaller brush than I normally use. And I'm going to put all of the products and the brushes inside of the description box for you guys. If you guys would rather me put them on the screen, let me know. That way you can see it as I'm doing it. But in any case, for the first color that I'm using, it's a really light pale, it's not pink, it's almost like a peachy color. I actually don't even know what color this is because I think it came in like an Ipsy bag and I threw the packaging away, and I only have like the shell of the color and I don't even know what it is. So I just used like a very light color to put inside of my crease to start, and I used a very small blending brush to blend that color out. But when you look at it like from here, like if we're being legit, I can like barely see that color. So but it's there, and I'm glad I started out with it. I then went in with this smaller blending brush, and I think this is a Morphe brush, but like I said, I'm going to put it inside of the description box in the order of products and brushes that I used. And I started by placing my second color into the outer portion of my crease area. And once all of the color was off of the brush and onto my eye, I went in with windshield wiper motions all the way to the center of my eye. And I'm doing it like that all the way to the center because I'm gonna like mildly cut the crease, mildly or just like full on cut. I don't know. I was thinking I was trying to do a mild cut crease, but it turned into a full on cut crease. Like, have you ever done that where you're sitting there and you're doing your makeup on, you're like, I think I know what I want this to look like, so I'm gonna do this, and then you start doing it and you're like, dang it, now this is something else. That's exactly what happened. So I'm using this NYX brush, and I'm putting the concealer down, open up my eye, because when you lay it down and you open your eye, you look upwards, not just looking straight forward. You have to look upwards. Your eye will basically tell you where to put the crease, the cut crease. It'll tell you where to cut. So I cut in the area that is appropriate to my eye shape, and that is the same for you. So you're not just going to place your cut crease where I place mine on my eye, but do that trick where you lay down the concealer, look up, and you will have the line where you should cut. So I made sure to go all the way back to the end of my eye because I'm going to be placing color back there as well. And the colors that I want to use, you know, I don't even know, like when I started, if I wanted to do a coppery eye. I think I wanted to, but then when I sat down and I started to look at the colors, I was just like, you know what, let's just go with what comes out. I want to do coppery, but we'll see what happens. And so this concealer that I'm using is actually from, I always use Makeup Revolution concealer or matte concealer. I think that this is, um, no, you know what? I think this is the matte concealer that comes in the little pot. I will, like I said, put it down in the description box. It's like one of those things where you film the video and then when you voice over later, you're like, what did I use right there? So I'm just making sure to have even concealer all over my eye, even in the back. I use my finger to blend out that back corner. And now I feel like this part is like the most important part of laying down the eyeshadow, is figuring out the order with which you want to lay down your colors. I started with the middle shade because I want this color to lay underneath the outer crease color and the inner eye color. So I laid that one first. It does look different. It does make a difference if I were to lay the outer color, lay the inner color, and then lay this middle color on top. You would see that this color laid on top of the other two. That's not the look that I was going for. So I laid this one down first in the middle. It is a coppery, more of a coppery color than the other color that I'm going to lay in the inner part of my eye. I usually section my eye off into three. So this is 1/3 that I'm doing. The outer crease is another third, and then the inner crease is another third. This is actually one of my favorite brushes. It's a Sonia Kashuk brush. I got it from Target. I don't think it was any more than $6. It may have been on sale, and so I might have gotten it cheaper. Shout out to everybody who saw my Snapchat the other day. I got a pack of 4 blending sponges from Sonia Kashuk for 58 cents, y'all. So if you're not following my Snap, you need to be following because it's everything. When I find good deals like that, I share them with you guys. So I use that Sonia Kashuk brush to lay down that darker color on the outer portion of my eye. I'm going in with this. I'm almost certain that it is a Morphe brush, but if it is not, I will have it in the description box. I think I could stop saying that because you guys already know that I'm going to put it, you know, down in the description. Yeah. So I'm using this tapered brush to go in and blend that color out a little bit more. I want it where it's kind of coming into the crease on top of that coppery section. And like I said, I don't cut out the blending stages. So what you see is exactly how long it took me to get the blend that I have on my eye. I just like to leave that in there because sometimes, you know, when you're watching videos, I know for me, like sometimes I would watch tutorial videos and I'd be like, why did they only blend for like 3 seconds and mine doesn't look like that? Well, you know, I think a little bit of it is knowing how much shadow to use and then also making sure you take the time to blend. Like you don't want to add too much color. I like to pick up just a little bit out of the pan first and then lay that on and then build it up, and that's what most makeup artists do. They don't just start out with a lot. I know that I don't. I would rather add to than have to take away. It's easier to add to than it is to take away, especially when you're using dark colors. Really, when you're doing anything, it's just use a light hand first and then build up your colors. And so that's exactly what I'm doing here. Just going in and I'm blending for my dear life. I'm taking my time, and I always, you'll see it in every one of my videos, I always take the time to step back and just kind of see what it looks like. Right here I added just a little bit more powder, that dark color, to the outer portion of my eye, and then I'm going to move into, after I've blended it the way that I want it to look, I'm going to move into adding this inner color. Now, I know that under these lighting conditions, it looks like it's the same coppery color that I use, but I want to say that I was using the makeupshayla palette, and she has 2 different coppery-ish looking colors. One is more of a gold-ish copper look, and one is more of a bronze-ish copper look, bronze or rose bronze copper look. I hope that makes sense. Let me know in the comments if it does or doesn't, and I'll try to explain it. But this color that's in the inner eye corner is just slightly different from that center color that I added, and so I brought this inner eye color into the inner eye area. It's going to serve as my inner eye highlight. I also put it at the bottom of my lash line as well. Here I'm going in with Bare Minerals pencil. Bare Minerals have or is it Bare Minerals has? Bare this is like one of these conversations that Jonathan and I have like all the time. Anyways, Bare Minerals has, I'm going to say it has, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but it has the creamiest pencils that I have used to date. I really, really love that I don't even have to tug on my eye in order to place that eyeliner. If I could go back, and I don't know any makeup artist that doesn't say the same thing, but like sometimes you'll do something, and right now, like I'm looking at myself doing it and I'm thinking, if I could go back in and do this eye or do this look again, the adjustment that I would make to this is blurring out that eyeliner and just kind of giving it like this smoky eyeliner look rather than leaving it blunt the way that it is right now. In either case, it still turned out to be a really pretty eye, but that's something I would do differently in the future. I added Lily lashes to the look. I always love to add lashes, but lashes, as with everything, are optional. You definitely can go without lashes for this look, but my lashes are non-existent. So usually when I do an eyeshadow, I love to add lashes. I sped up this part just because it's optional. You don't exactly have to add lashes. And I don't know why, for some reason, that lash just wanted to give me some trouble, but I ended up getting it on there. Lily lashes. This I think this one is called Diamonds. It's one of the more natural lashes that they lash brand lashes that they carry. So I like to wear them when I just want to have a more natural look. I'm going in the lower lash line with that same burgundy-ish. It's not really burgundy, is it? What color is that? I don't know. It's like a deep plum, maybe. Yeah, in the bottom lash line of my eye. I'm using this flat brush to do that. I find that I get the most out of the brush or out of the color when I do that. I am also going to go in with a copper bronze-ish eyeliner on the lower lash line of both of my eyes, and y'all, the look is pretty much done.
And this is the look, y'all. Like, I kind of really like how it turned out, especially the copper on the lower lash line. It just looks so pretty. And even though the inner eye corner and the middle of the lid are two different colors, they're close enough where there's not so much of a contrast, but it's enough where in light you really see the difference. It looks very pretty. If you guys recreate this look or you do something similar to it, I know there are a lot of copper eyes out there, but you know, if you looked at this tutorial and you were like, I'm gonna do that, make sure you tag me on Instagram. I would love to see you guys. Remember, I do a lot on Snapchat that's more of like home life and like behind the scenes type of stuff, so I would love to see you guys there as well. Let me know. Be like, hey Asia, it's me and I saw you on that tutorial, and I'll be like, hey guys, how you doing? All right, so that's it. And if you guys like this look, make sure you please press, if you really like this look, make sure you press that like button and hit subscribe. If you really like this look, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button to see more straightforward eyeshadow tutorials. I'll see you guys in the next one.